Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of Our Voice TV. So, your voice, my voice, our voice. Welcome for another session for our Voice TV channel. So today we are very glad that we have another guest, Mr. Lee Kian Hong here, to share with us simplify wealth creation through share or equity investment. Okay, so this is a very interesting topic. Okay, and then so this is do you think it is too difficult to invest in share or making good profit in investing? Okay, so I think how can you invest in share or equity and more easier? Okay, and then how to do it systematically. Okay, our speaker today, Kian Hong, is a very experienced investor. Okay, so and then he have created LKH Academy. Okay, to help people to create their wealth. Okay, so let's us invite Kian Hong to share why he intended how he come across of setting up this LKH Wealth Academy.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for the host for inviting me to attending this session to share my knowledge and experience along the way. I set up this LKH Wealth Academy because I found that a lot of person during the time they're planning their financial planning, then they're having some problem because of their investing. This part is a missing puzzle inside their investing, inside their financial planning. A lot of person they invest their money inside the share market or the equity market, but we found one thing: majority of the person, up to 80 to 90%, small investor, they are lost money along the way.
Yes.
So this is a big problem, even though they're saying that they're having their own financial planning, and found that we can value add our knowledge, our skill, our experience for this missing puzzle. And also at the same time, we found that a lot of high net worth person and a lot of very successful business owners, they're able to earn a lot of money, but they don't have a proper structure to preserve, maintain, and then can pass over their generation, their wealth over generation to their family members. So this will become one of the big problem, because nowadays in Malaysia have more than 70 billion asset frozen in Malaysia because they don't have this proper wealth succession planning and without the structure.
That's a big number.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
I think this kind of financial knowledge, I think, is very lacking. I think especially our education system. Okay, so I think for Kian Hong, I think as I know, you are actually a graduate from University of Malaysia as an engineer. Okay, so before you becoming a wealth coach at this LKH Wealth Academy, so what's make you change differently from what's your story about how you came across and go into this industry?
Okay. I actually 19 years ago, I was an engineer at a public listed company. Then as an engineer, actually our income, young engineer, the income also not so high. So starting with a very humble kind of a background. So we try to see any way how to improve our income. Then I joined part-time as an insurance agent. Then along the way, I able to help one of my client, very young client, age around 25 years old, to make a huge claim because of the heart disease operation. During that time, 50,000 is a lot. Then the client spent more than 50,000 in the operation, and I able to help him settle his financial problem. At the same time, the plan still carrying on. So I found that actually it's a very good, if let's say the person having a good financial planning, they can solve their financial problem. If let's say doing it very good and properly, then I try and I start to making a ambition. I would like to make financial planning and estate planning my career. Then I start to start from insurance. Then I explore to investment fund, and later on having the chance to expose the private equity venture capital, and I expose myself expand myself to the wealth succession, including like will trust, estate planning, and to set up the foundation for the high net worth person. Because we believe that a real financial planning and estate planning actually is a comprehensive kind of a planning. It needs to integrate within each different financial product rather than it just simply buy a product only, and it cannot really solve your financial problem.
So does it mean like we have to, they always say we put the eggs into different baskets?
That one is a different concept.
Different concept.
Because putting your eggs at the different basket, that one refer to how to diversify for your investing portfolio. Meaning that you can invest at the different company using different financial tools. For example, like you can using share, fund, private equity, insurance, or bond, or even though the bank FD could be part of the portfolio. That is a real diversification.
I see.
Okay.
So I think you created LKH Wealth Academy at a later stage, right? So I think what make you want to create this academy? I think at front, I think you are helping your clients to consult them on their management of their wealth, their money, protection, investment. So what make you want to create this the Wealth Academy, LKH Wealth Academy?
Okay, actually the reason and the starting point, I start to share my investing knowledge and skills. During that time, my society needs some funding. So I try to think about what can I contribute to my society. And I found that actually I have investing skill and knowledge. Why not I teach other person how to invest properly in the share or equity related kind of the investment? Then I can contribute this fee we collected to my society. This is a starting point, and I start to teach people how to invest. Then after our students attend the workshop, then we need to follow up. We need to update them about the change, and also the latest trend. Then we continue conduct the several workshop. Then during that time, we also found that even though the person they're able to accumulate or earn a lot of money, but without the proper structure of the wealth succession planning, so the problem is still there. That is the reason I think that nowadays at Malaysia, there are more than RM 70 billion frozen assets at Malaysia. That is a lot. Because people just maybe just thinking how to earn money, accumulate money, earn money and accumulate money, but they never think how whether their wealth accumulated can be preserved or can be transferred or can be sustained over generation or not. And also we found that it could be create a lot of argument if let's say the person don't have proper estate planning.
Can you explain further, like why is 70 frozen in our bank? That is like we are donating to our government, right?
It's a frozen asset. Actually, it's a
if it's
still
not claimed, then you'll be
unclaimed asset lah. Unclaimed asset.
so why?
The first thing is I think a lot of person they don't understand about the importance of the wealth succession, and also they are lack of knowledge. They don't know how to do it. Actually, just having the will itself is not enough. Okay, because we knowing that along the wealth succession process, even though the person having the will, however, if let's say the executor of this estate, they're not able to settle the debt, even though you're having the will, then the beneficiary not able to get the balance, the money or your investment, because you not yet settle your debt.
I see.
So many people do not know about this.
They don't understand about this. Then also they don't have the will, and also in some cases, the person younger than 18 years old, the children, they are lower than the 18 years old. They cannot receive the things through a simple will. So they only can be protected if let's say they have a more structured kind of a plan for example, like trust kind of things, so that the children below 18 years old, they can continuously receive the care from the estate, from the deceased person estate.
So it's important.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think a very big sum there. I think which a lot of people, I think you work so hard in your life, and then at the end you are not able to. I think a lot of time, I think we are working so hard for our families, I think for our next generation, I think, and then our family members. So when you are not here, I think this is the money or all your hard work, is it protected first? And second thing, are they going to the right person, right? And then third thing, are they really use it correctly, or then didn't misuse it? Or I think this is something I think a lot of people need to take care. I think so. How can they really settle these kind of things? I think what is your advice for those who I think we are still now? Okay, I think those who are in our channel today. What is your advice for them on this
issue?
Okay, so the problem is there already. So, for example, like a person having a serious illness, what the person need to find actually is a good doctor. The good doctor able to detect the illnesses of this patient and do the proper treatment or any needed operation. So same to the financial advisory or estate planning, you need a good financial doctor.
Oh, yeah. So
you are the financial doctor,
no, I think you need to find a good doctor, and then if you find a bad doctor, then they're diagnosed wrongly, then so you're going to have problem also.
Yeah, that's right. Because nowadays at the market we can see sometimes the end user and the consumer they not really understand about this. They like to compare product. So the things is just like you compare medicine. You compare medicine, this medicine good or not, that medicine good or not, then you compare the medicine price. Then finally you take the medicine by yourself. Then maybe you will be killed by that medicine also.
Because it doesn't work.
So the more important is you get a good doctor rather than you go to compare medicine by yourself.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so since you, I think another thing is, I think since the market still got so many gurus teaching this kind of investing method. Okay, so what is the difference your methods compared to others? So for those already attending, some of them already attend some of the investment, I think, session, and then some may even attend a free session or some feel pay. So what's the different the methods, this kind, I think the markets most of the gurus using compared to methods you are using teaching?
Okay, from the ancient wisdom of the Chinese, we knowing that for things to be successful, we need major three factors. That is the first is the heaven, second is earth, third is the human. So the heaven portion actually is referred to timing, and then the second earth portion actually is referred to resources, and the third portion actually is referred to human. So for the investing workshop outside there, for example, like value investing is you able to value a company and you buy a good company. Okay, the things, so the consideration factor is more like resources, whether this company is a good company or not, whether worth such kind of money to buy that company or not. Okay, this is like resource part. Okay,
Is the resource.
then the another type of investing method is a technical analysis. Technical analysis is you able to mastering the chart pattern. Then you know when to buy, when to sell, when to buy, when to sell. And this is like a human factor. Okay, then it's a more short term. So what is the pro and con of this method is some of the pro and cons are like value investing, you're able to value the company, knowing it's a good company, it's a cheap price. However, if let's say the timing is not right, you're buying a good company, the share price will keep on dropping also, even though it's a good company.
Yes.
Okay, if let's say you just buy based on the technical chart, the human, you're able to like mastering this technical chart, you buy sell, it will spend you a lot of time.
True.
And most of the person, they having their business or having their own full-time job.
Yes.
How can they mastering the trading daytime in out, then it need a lot of this work of monitoring in out and cut loss also.
Agree. Some of my friend midnight don't sleep because they are watching the US market.
I think don't say US market. I think even in our Malaysia market. So when you were working and then you're looking at the phone, hey, my share price, and then you are very distracted. Okay, I think you cannot concentrate on your work. So if you concentrate on work, then you are making a
Then
loss
you'll be-
already.
Yeah, you get tired.
Ah.
Maybe.
Exactly. Then our investing method actually we consist of the total that three factors we also consider because we also know the timing. Why the timing is very important? Because even though we invest at a good company, want to buy during the right time.
Yes.
During the right time, we don't want to after we buy that company, the share price keep on dropping.
Yes,
That
yes.
is what we don't want. Okay.
Mm.
Also, we don't want to spend our time every day sitting there, in out, cut loss, in out, cut loss,
Yes.
and it will become like another full-time job.
Yes. Yes.
So we don't want to do that because majority of us we having our full-time business or full-time career, full-time job. So we just want to do part-time kind of investment, but full-time kind of income.
Yes. Full kind of.
Agree.
We agree. I think we like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think something I think we looking. I think because I think most of us I think we have don't really enjoy sitting in front of the thing doing go in and out on that without doing I think neglecting our because we still have to take care of families and also our business our job. So I think this method I think is more suitable. I think more practical in a sense that I think most people can do it, right?
Yes, exactly. Because what our advantage of our investing skill and knowledge is be able to lesser transaction amount, however, higher kind of profit.
That's what I like.
Because I think because if you're doing a lot of transaction, you do incur costs also. I think now I think two costs, your time cost and also the
Financial
processing cost also. I think inside there. Okay, I think why do you think is the importance people nowadays to master this kind of investing skill?
Okay, we knowing that for majority of the small investors, 90% people lost money in the share investing. So in order to protect their own capital, they need to mastering the skills. And also we knowing that nowadays business actually is uncertainty.
Yes.
A lot of business models could be obsolete, become the old model and replaced by another new model kind of a business. And the career, whether your career is a forever guarantee kind of a career or not, whether your career is after 10 years, 20 years, whether still there or not, that is uncertainty. And also the investment, certain kind of investment actually is illiquid, in which meaning that you cannot get the money immediately when the time you need such kind of money. Okay, so therefore it become very important for us to mastering the investing skill, for example like share investing skill or equity kind of investing skills, because it not only able to cover for the share investment but also fund investment. Okay, for us to able to having the liquid kind of investment and still growing faster compared with the FD rate, because nowadays FD rate I think just rate 1.7% 1.7% to 2% only.
Wrong, okay. Yes, I think because I think the inflation rate also cannot catch up. I think
Yes,
so.
inflation
So I
rate
think
is higher.
learning investing is to make the money working for you rather than you work for my money, because but no choice at the front you still need to work for the money, but at the same time having the money to work for you so that you can create I think financial freedom as soon as possible. So okay, so I think why do you think your student, okay, I think they have attended your session, so what's their feedback? Okay, and then what is their expectation during attending your wealth investing workshop?
Okay, for our students, we always say that if let's say you're able to mastering the skill and knowledge well, we set the expectation. I would say if let's say every year you're able to gain more than 10%, that is a considered good kind of a return already. However, for them who really mastering a skill, actually they're having the potential to gain much higher than that. Because recently, during this year, recently, we have the feedback from our students. One of the students be able to gain more than 900% in one of his investing, and also the time frame is just around 6 to 8 months only.
Oh.
Oh, 900%. It's not 90%, it's 900.
Another students, new students, totally blank, don't have investing knowledge at all. After mastering our skills and doing her hard due diligence job, the due diligence and practice, be able to gain more than 20% within the last 3 months also. Though the feedback of the students is very encouraging. However, I'm not saying that every student will get such kind of a result, because it also depends on the individual students, how hardworking and how they're mastering the skills. Okay, then after the workshop, whether they practice it or not, whether they take action or not, that is become very important. We cannot use the exceptional case to become the standard, because we knowing that not everybody can get few 100% within 1 year. However, this years we having quite a lot of students, they gain very good results,
If result,
very positive result. Yes.
May I know, like, what is your advice on age? How young that this start learn?
Okay. For the compounding effect to work very well, time is one of the most important factors. Okay, so it's better for you to start investing since young, or you able to mastering the investing skills and knowledge since very young. That's the reason also I encourage my children to learn the investing skills. I having a private group I set up for my students, and also I add my elder child, 13 years old, to the same group also, because I want her able to learn the investing skills and knowledge since very young. If let's say she really able to do so, I think it will become the one of the best gift I able to provide to my child.
Oh, I think, is it just for the younger people, for those who are retired, I think at 650 something, 60 something? Is it
Yeah.
also suitable? Because I think
Because they'll be a bit slow, you know.
It's okay, because we having our students in which is a retiree. So retiree also able to master it. And the young graduate, we having the young graduate engineer, they also able to master it. We also having the students still studying at the university, so she able to learn the things also. The more important thing is don't set the limitation to yourself.
I think every age group is also can learn. I think for those who already, I think just now younger one, I think they need to learn this skill so that they can start early and then start to try and then slowly gain experience. For those who already experienced, I think we can leverage on Kian Hong kind of experience so that you can protect your capital.
That's right.
I think because at that time you at the age you need to protect, and then you don't have much chance to lose the money. Because I think young, I think when you are lose the money, you are still very active and you still can work. But then the elder, I think retirees, then at least you have this kind of thing, so you can lesser your chances of making loss.
I would say lesser the risk.
Yes,
because
yes,
maybe
yes.
some of them, based on their, just live from their, I believe some of them. Like
Okay.
if they don't have any savings, let's say,
Yes.
and then when they retire, it depend on the. So I don't think nowadays our EPF can buy. What's your?
The EPF, they say more than 70% person, they use up all their EPF money within 5 years. So therefore, it's better for us to plan well. If let's say you see a person after getting their EPF money, if let's say that the person investing the money inside the share market, let's assume this person having 1 million kind of a money, okay? Then one time of market crash, then the portfolio can be minus 30 to 50%. Let's assume it's a 50% crash. The 1 million become 500,000. If let's say this person don't know how to invest, then for this 500,000 going back to 1 million, you need to having 100% kind of return. However, for our student who able to mastering the skill, if let's say they just able to avoid one time of market crash, that 1 million will be protected. Then when the time the 500,000 person, the capital gain back to 1 million initial amount, our students 1 million already become 2 million amounts. So meaning that the result actually is 100% more than that person. So one time market crash, you can make the difference 100% total portfolio return.
The negative or positive?
Yes, you don't have the skill and knowledge, you don't know what to do,
Negative. Lost one house.
then you can be lost one house. If you know how to do, 1 million can become 2 million.
Yes.
And get 2 house, 3 house, 4 houses.
Okay.
Right.
So I think coming, I think people also this year, I think we nearly finished for 2020. So I think since you're here, okay, what's your view on the coming on 2021?
Okay, since during
For the market lah, I think because I think since we are talking about investment, so I think this year also gloomy. The whole economy is all stagnant. So a lot of lockdown. I think we're still in CMCO. So what is your view on the coming year, okay, 2021, on the market?
We all know that this year during the March and April, our economic is having a very hard impact because of the MCO. So the almost, you can say the economic almost all stop. Okay, then the GDP become minus 17%. Okay, then after the lockup become the MCO become more released. We having the MCO, EMCO, other MCO. However, the economic will able to be run. Okay, so by having the vaccine, okay, the vaccine is there. So we seeing that the economic shall be slowly recover. Okay, then we can see that next year actually the economic should be much better compared with this year, because you must knowing that this year we have around 2 to 3 months the economic can be say almost 90% to 80% stop. But next year, do you think we are still having another kind of a totally stop kind of economy? I don't think so. Okay, however, this is my personal opinion, and also based on the GDP growth expectation, next year actually is much better compared with this year. You can go to search for the GDP expectation for next year for Malaysia. Really is much better. You can, even though you can see some our finance ministry the projection amount could be up to 6%. GDP growth 6-7%.
Government is too.
If without the total lockdown, so the GDP sure next year will be much better than this year.
That's good news. That's good news here.
Okay. So I think this is something we looking forward to. I think because this year is a lot of challenges for a lot of industry and a lot of people. So stay hard. I think stay safe. Also wear your mask. I think this is something like that. I think while still finding ways to endure. I think looking into this kind of skill when you are locked down. I think learning this kind of skills can help your money working for you. So when during lockdown you are not affected. Okay. So okay, let's say what you will give your advice for yourself if back to 19 years ago. Because I think if you go back 19 years ago and you see your younger self, okay, or maybe for our younger generation, or I think even for those who are still not yet create their wealth, I think. So what is your advice for them? Okay, so that they can accelerate and then get into a better financial situation and then achieve their financial freedom faster.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question, because if let's say I able to advise me myself 19 years ago,
because that one you have to give more good better advice.
and I will certainly say attend our LKH Wealth Academy program. mastering the skills.
I think 19 years ago, haven't.
Haven't accepted.
Then the setting is 19 years ago, I don't have. Therefore, I went through all the hard time to learn the different kind of strategies of investing. Finally, I found my own strategies, which I think is makes sense and make very good kind of results. After I learned so many kind of different strategy and my own found strategy, after I synergize it, then I found it worked very well. And however, if let's say I'm not able to learn from LKH Wealth Academy, what I advise to do is don't simply waste your money, okay? Because every cent of your money is like your bullet inside this investing war, okay? So it's like your soldier. So the more soldier, then you're able to compound better and grow faster. Then you're able to achieve your financial freedom faster. That is one thing. And also, learning is very important. Don't give up in learning. Learning from the person who really having the results. Okay, learn from them. Okay, then don't over leverage, because I see a lot of person they borrow money in their investment. So over leverage will get you a lot of problem, because you need to, whatever you borrow the money, you need to pay back.
Yes.
So if let's say the economic is no good, so for the person who over leverage, they were having a lot of problem.
Yes, correct. So I think this is something we need to take note. Again, I think in investing, I think use your spare money. I think mostly I think the advice. Okay, I think this is something because you able to lose it. Okay, so you need to I think get some skill. Okay, because I think if you don't have the skill, it's easier to lose money. So and then you need money to grow money.
Yes, so I think it's also very important for us. Our investing portion we shall not allocate all the investing in the illiquid kind of investment. Beside illiquid kind of investment, or for example like property private equity, in which we're not able to get the money or get it so very fast, we also must have the portion of the investment inside the liquid kind of investment, for example like share or fund, or the insurance or FD, so that you will having a better kind of a portfolio. Because I able to solve a lot of cases in which the person they having a very conventional way kind of thinking. They invest all their money in which they earn during the market good time, during the business, they're able to earn a lot. They 100% reinvest their money into their business. So the problem is when the market is expanding, you have no problem. But when the market coming down, if let's say the down cycle drag very long, then such kind of a business will having a challenging time. Not only that, some person they fully invested money inside the business or everything in the hard asset. For example, I mentioned land, house, everything is a illiquid kind of investment. During the economic slowing down, if let's say the time of a slowing cycle become longer, they were having a lot of problem also. So remember also, when you do estate planning, when the person not around, your executor must able to clear all your debt, so that the balance of the amount your beneficiary able to get benefit from it. So don't over leverage. You must also keep part of it as a liquid kind of investment. For example, FD would be 6 months to 9 months, or then the other portion to the investment, liquid kind of investment, in which they are able to overcome the inflation higher than the inflation. Then this coming back to like what you said previously, don't put all your eggs in the same basket.
Wealth distribution.
It's a wealth management portfolio.
I think this is something I think because I think you need to have different kind of things. I think because different tools. I think previously we have session on properties, so which is I think illiquid, but they have some additional benefit which you can leverage. But I think so this means that you need to balance up, right? Because each kind of investing tool they have different kind of pro and cons. Okay, for pro and cons. So you need to really study on that, okay, before dumping in your money, okay, because I think money is your capital and then you need time to accumulate, okay. But I think you can start small or big, okay, but start investing now and also invest in your knowledge, I think, which is also very important, because I think if you don't have this knowledge, I think you won't go in investing, and then you may make a lot of big mistake that will cost you a lot of money, okay. Okay, so I think today's I think, so how, if anyone interested about the program in LKH Academy, what they can do, Kian Hong? I think after you told so much so good, hey, show me how can I get into it.
Yeah, learn from the guru.
Okay,
Yes.
I think if let's say you are interested to find out more our investing workshop, you can just private message us with this special code. I think the special code provided by the host also.
Yes.
After receiving this special code, you're also giving your special offer lah.
Yes.
Special offer to
So I
you.
think I press Kian, you need to give our audience some special. I think so. Yes, then then we have more people here can support, and then they can
Yeah.
benefit from here. So for those who see our video for today, okay, so use the code our voice and then contact, I think the numbers on the screen, okay, Sister Rosa, I think Miss Rosa there, the number 019-916-1522. You can contact her and then talk about, I think you want to get into Mr. Lee Kian Hong's LKH Wealth Academy program, okay, and then I think she will direct you to Mr. Lee and his assistant, okay.
And
So
remember to get the special discount.
yes, and then mention about it's from our voice, and then you get extra 10% of the
Wow.
program, okay. So only for our viewers, okay. So I think this is something special for our viewers. So okay, so because I think it's nearly time up, so what is the last advice for you, for our audience for today?
Okay, if let's say I able to give advice is, don't set a limitation for yourself, then learn from the person who having the good results, and keep on learning and practicing, implement what you learn, because what you learn is one thing, what you really implement and practicing, that is another thing. Also, knowledge is power. It only will happen if let's say you implement it continuously.
Learn and implement.
Yes, okay, thank you. This is ending for our session, for our voice session. We're very glad we have Mr. Lee Kian Hong from LKH Wealth Academy. He's the founder and then the wealth coach, which can help you to create your wealth, okay, for your retirement and then for your anything, okay. So do contact us, okay, or contact Mr. Lee Kian Hong, okay, and then our numbers there, okay, and then remember to use our voice code so that you can get special discount, again 10% discount on his training program. So okay, thank you for another session, and we hope to see you in the coming week. Okay, this is your voice, my voice, our voice. See you next time. Bye.